Archangel Michael says, there are only 2 minutes left, and the one you love, the one whose name you still whisper in your quietest moments, has come from the other side with a message meant only for your soul. You cannot ignore this any longer. Heaven has waited long enough, and this moment, this divine second, has been orchestrated so carefully just to reach you, before the window closes forever. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That strange heaviness in your heart, the whispers in your dreams, the shadows that pass when no one else is in the room. That is not your imagination. That is your beloved from the beyond, standing beside Archangel Michael, urging, begging, for you to listen before it's too late. You must not turn away now. The air around you has been shifting. The signs have come like feathers, flickers of memory, old photographs that fall from drawers you didn't open. These are not coincidences. These are coded letters from heaven, trying to prepare you for this message that must be heard today. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. If you ignore it, they will not rest, and you will continue to feel that hole in your spirit widening. God says, I am allowing this moment to happen because your heart has longed to hear from the one you thought was gone. But they were never truly gone. They were waiting for the right moment when your ears would be open, your soul willing, and your mind quiet enough to receive them. That moment is now. Today, July 5th. There are 2 minutes left to receive this visitation of truth. The person in heaven is not at peace, not because they are in pain, but because they left without telling you something. A truth. A secret. A confession. A blessing. They thought they had more time. And you've been wondering what they would say if they could come back. This is your answer. The message is unfolding now. They stand beside your bed at night. They sit in the corner of your room when you cry. They walk behind you when you are too tired to carry your burdens. You have spoken to them in whispers, in questions, in silent weeping. And now, God has allowed their voice to reach you, because your faith has sustained this moment of divine permission. I tried to warn you, they say. I tried to protect you even after I was gone. But the one who stood closest to you has been hiding a truth that could have shattered everything you thought you knew. God says, the person in heaven saw everything. They saw what was said behind your back. They watched the tears you cried while smiling in front of others. They saw the betrayal, the manipulation, and how hard you tried to convince yourself it wasn't happening. You weren't crazy. You were being spiritually attacked, and your beloved in heaven fought for this moment to give you clarity. Your tears did not go unnoticed. Heaven saw it all. And the voice from beyond says, forgive yourself. It was not your fault. You were too loving, too loyal, and too hopeful. You saw the best in someone who only showed you half of who they really were. I am so proud of your strength. This person in heaven wants you to remember something you've forgotten, a promise, a conversation, a childhood dream. They say you were meant for more. You were never supposed to stay trapped in that house, that relationship, that routine. That is why they've been trying to reach you. Because your real destiny is finally ready to unfold. God says, I delayed your miracle until this message could reach you. Had I given you the blessing before this, the wrong person would have stolen it. That's why you felt delays. That's why your life felt like it was paused. But after today, after you hear this message, the doors will swing open. The person you love in heaven holds your name in the light. They have spoken your name before the throne of God. And their message is wrapped in both sorrow and glory. Tell them, they begged Archangel Michael. Tell them I never stopped loving them. Tell them they were right to leave. Tell them not to go back. Archangel Michael is standing beside this soul, saying, 2 minutes left. The gate between this world and the next is narrow, but open. Receive this or the message fades. Do not think this is just a spiritual text. This is the answer to your sleepless nights. This is the response to your whispered prayers. This is the moment that heaven interrupted earth for your sake. The one in heaven wants you to know, I saw the danger. I saw the conversations you never heard. I saw the lies they told about you while pretending to love you. You weren't crazy. They were hiding their face from you, and I had no mouth to speak. But now, God is letting me speak to you, and I am shouting, run from them. It is not safe. They will ruin your miracle if you let them stay near you. This warning is not meant to hurt you. It is meant to release you. You've been loyal to a false peace. You've clung to someone whose smile was hollow. You've delayed your calling, your healing, your blessing, for someone who was never meant to be part of your next season. God says, after you finish reading this, I will send a sign. You will receive a message, a dream, a physical shift. And when it comes, don't hesitate. The one you lost is begging you to move now so that you don't lose yourself next. The person in heaven left you something. It may be a letter, a voice message, a possession. You will come across it unexpectedly. That is them. That is how they will confirm this word. You will know it's not random. They want you to live. Not just breathe, but truly live. Smile again. Trust again, but wisely. They are saying, let go of who hurt you. They do not deserve another day of your life. I couldn't protect you before, but now I will move the heavens to protect you. You're not alone. Your name has been written in a scroll of divine remembrance. And on this scroll, your beloved in heaven has written, reward them. Free them. Restore what was stolen. Open the path. God says, on this day, July 5th, I release the angel of reversal. Everything meant to break you will now bless you. Everything stolen will now be replaced sevenfold. The one who tried to trap you will be revealed publicly. Do not panic. I am with you. Archangel Michael has been circling your home. That anxiety you felt recently is not fear, it's spiritual movement. It is your soul reacting to what your spirit already knows. A breakthrough is happening. You are being shifted, elevated, redirected. The one in heaven is asking, please promise me you will not go back to what broke you. If you love me, keep going. If you miss me, live your purpose. If you remember me, then let this message plant a seed that grows into the life I know you deserve. God says, enough delay. Enough confusion. I'm cutting off every voice that lied to you. Every spirit that tried to mimic love but came with deception is being exposed today. Let this be your final confirmation. Let this be your breakthrough moment. The next 3 days are critical. Something will be revealed to you that changes everything. Don't fight it. Don't rationalize it. You asked for truth. Now it's coming, and it will break your heart, but it will also set you free. There's someone in your life who will be removed suddenly. Don't chase after them. That's God's doing. What they planned in secret has been discovered in heaven. The one you lost has seen it all and begged for justice. Now it's coming. The person in heaven is saying, this is my final gift to you, truth. What you do with it will determine the rest of your life. They want you to smile again. To eat without shaking hands. To walk into your house without that strange energy you've been ignoring. To dream again without waking up afraid. That is what this message is unlocking. Your miracle is coming in 48 hours. The release is beginning now. The heaviness will start to lift. But only if you heed this message and remove who must be removed. God says, I am not delaying anymore. I am not allowing confusion anymore. You were chosen to receive this because you have endured enough. What comes next is a reward so great, it will make sense of all your suffering. Archangel Michael is speaking to the one in heaven beside you now, and together they say, tell them, we love them. Tell them they are not alone. Tell them to open their heart again, not to people, but to their purpose. Type Amen to confirm you are ready. Type Amen 333 if you receive it fully. Now breathe. The countdown has reached 0. The truth has been spoken. Now act. God says, I have seen the silence you've been carrying in your soul, the kind that nobody understands. You've been walking around with a piece of your heart missing. That person, the one who once stood beside you and loved you deeply, is not truly gone. Today, on the 5th of July, I allowed them to speak again, through my voice, because they couldn't rest without telling you one final truth. Archangel Michael says, there are 2 minutes left before something shifts in your spirit. Don't delay. That whisper you've been hearing, that dream that keeps returning, that sudden warmth in the middle of the night, those weren't imagination. They were signals. Because this message has waited too long to arrive at your door. They stood at the gates of heaven weeping, not because they regretted their end, but because they hadn't said what needed to be said to you. You carried their name in your prayers, and I heard every one of them. And I heard them too, begging for permission to come close just once more, just one more time to protect you from what is trying to come. You are not forgotten. Neither by me, nor by the one you lost. They have not moved far. Heaven is not distant from your soul, it sits just one veil away from your breath. Every time your heart broke without explanation, it was them beside you, crying too. Every time you spoke to the air in grief, I recorded your words and wrapped them around their spirit. Listen. You may feel like everything is about to fall apart, but I, the Lord your God, am putting the pieces in place. This very moment is a sacred one. Today isn't ordinary. Today is not just a day. It is the one they circled in the heavens for this message to find you. A divine message. One that they were desperate for you to receive. And now, they say, please don't skip this. Archangel Michael was assigned to protect this message. Because there are dark forces trying to steal the peace meant for you. They've whispered lies into your soul. They've made you feel abandoned. But I am here to say, you are not alone. They are watching over you right now. The person you love, the one who passed, they know about your nights of fear. They know about the person around you pretending to be your friend. And they came to reveal the one secret that will protect your life. Because someone is getting close to your home again. Someone with a past they've hidden from you. And the one you love from heaven says, you must know before it's too late. Their voice trembled when they spoke. Not because they feared, but because they love you more than words can hold. They said, tell them not to let guilt block their blessing. Tell them not to feel shame for surviving. Because you have been punishing yourself silently for things beyond your control. But heaven is not angry with you. Heaven is proud of you. You survived what was meant to destroy you. You loved when others would have gone cold. You stayed when others left. And the person you lost saw all of it. They never stopped loving you. Even in the moment they passed, their final thoughts were of you. They said, don't let the weight of my absence become the reason they stop living. This is a resurrection of hope. This is not just comfort, it is a call. God says, there is a storm about to pass your home, but it will not touch you. Because your name is written in the hands of angels. Archangel Michael has drawn a circle around your dwelling. And even though something is trying to break through, it cannot succeed. But there's a condition. You must not return to the place you were planning to revisit. That place, that person, that connection, they were never sent by me. You were about to walk into a trap again. But this message is your rescue. Your loved one from heaven says, tell them I already forgave them. Tell them to forgive themselves too. You were not perfect, and neither were they. But the bond between you was eternal. Time, death, and pain cannot sever it. Even now, their love guards your sleep. Even now, they are asking me to bless you with double what was stolen. You will cry reading this, and that's okay. Because this message is sacred. It was woven through time for your heart alone. No one else would feel the tremble in their spirit reading it like you. Because it's yours. Just for you. Hand-delivered by the same angel who carried their soul home. There's a room in heaven where your name is spoken daily. They gather to pray over your strength. And your loved one says, tell them that the flowers they left. I saw them. I saw every tear. Every prayer. Every memory. I wasn't gone. I was just waiting for this moment. And this moment is here. You are being protected from a sudden betrayal. Someone who has been asking about your movements is not doing it from love. They are being sent. And the person you lost is crying in the spirit because they know what almost happened. God says, I blocked it in the last second. The message couldn't reach you sooner because your heart wasn't ready. But now, the pain has prepared the soil for revelation. You are about to be lifted. Not just emotionally, but spiritually, financially, and physically. Because I am removing certain people from your life. Quietly. Without noise. And when they leave, don't chase. Archangel Michael says, there are 2 minutes left before the shift begins. If you ignore this message, you will delay your own breakthrough. But if you receive it, if you open your spirit to it, everything will begin to realign. You are about to receive a visit in your dream. It will not be ordinary. It will be a full conversation. The person you lost will speak. You will remember the details. Write them down. It will include a name, a date, and a warning. Take it seriously. Because I will use it to guide your next move. This is not a coincidence. The phone call you were about to return, don't. The place you were going to visit, delay it. Something is off in the atmosphere and your loved one in heaven is crying out, please, just listen. I'm not asking for much. Just this one time, please listen. They want to rest. But they cannot until you receive this. I, the Lord, declare over your life, no curse will rest on your bloodline anymore. The pain that traveled through generations stops with you. The abandonment, the cycles of broken love, the poverty of spirit, it ends now. Because you have been chosen to carry something divine into the next season. A blessing so strong, it will resurrect others. The person you lost, do you remember how they used to speak life into you? Even when you were tired? That same voice is still speaking, but now with divine clarity. They say, I see you again. And this time, I'll never stop watching. A beautiful moment is coming. One that was orchestrated in heaven. You will be at a crossroads, and something will feel oddly familiar, déjà vu. That's how you'll know this message was real. Because heaven will echo through the moment. And you will feel peace again. Real peace. Your tears are counted. Your pain is not wasted. Your loneliness is temporary. And your soul is not forgotten. God says, this message is sealed in glory. It will break something open inside you. It is your restoration letter. Your invitation back into life. Back into joy. Back into believing that miracles still belong to you. Archangel Michael stands over your door tonight. And the person in heaven whom you love very much is finally smiling again. Because they got the message through. Don't skip this. It's just for you. Type Amen to confirm the blessing. Type I receive this message from heaven to honor their soul. Today is not just another date on the calendar. Heaven marked it long ago. You are not reading this by mistake. I, the Lord your God, have chosen this exact moment to speak directly into the depths of your spirit. And I will not let you go until you receive every single word I have waited so long to whisper to your soul. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword drawn, watching. 2 minutes left. That's all the warning you will receive. Because today, someone you love dearly who is already with me, someone who passed from this world carrying a love for you that never died, is pleading from my throne. They've been asking for this moment, praying for this word to reach you, and now, I am giving it to you. Don't ignore it. Don't scroll. Don't walk away from the very voice of eternity trying to cradle your heart back to wholeness. They have watched you cry yourself to sleep. They saw you holding back tears in public, acting strong when your world was crumbling. They saw you screaming into pillows, fists clenched, asking why they had to go. And though you couldn't hear them, they never left your side. I allowed them to be near you in spirit, just so you wouldn't feel completely shattered. But now, they've asked me for something greater, for you to finally know what they couldn't say when they were alive. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. Their passing was not abandonment. It wasn't a punishment. It wasn't rejection. And no, it wasn't because you did something wrong. My child, my chosen one, you have carried guilt that never belonged to you. You have replayed every last conversation, every regret, every what if, over and over like a broken record that torments your peace. But today, I'm cutting the cord to that torment. You were not the reason they left. You were the reason they held on as long as they did. And now that they are with me, they have a message for you so urgent, so tender, that I sent Archangel Michael to prepare the way. Michael is not gentle with demons. He fights them off you day and night. That anxiety that suddenly lifts, that's him. That unknown peace in the middle of a breakdown, that's him again. But today, he's here for something far more intimate, to make sure you hear what heaven is trying to say without interference from the darkness trying to keep you in chains. That person in heaven, yes, the one you are thinking about right now, yes, the one whose name brought tears to your eyes when you first read this, is kneeling beside me. And they are whispering your name. They are asking me to let you know what you still need to hear. They forgive you. Let that sink in. They forgive you. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to relive the moment they passed. I watched it all. And so did they. And I say to you now, what you are still punishing yourself for has already been wiped clean. That grief that wraps itself around your ribs and squeezes until you can't breathe, that is not from me. That is not how you honor their memory. You honor them by living again. Because they miss your smile. They miss how you used to talk out loud to them even when no one was there. They miss how your spirit used to shine before it was buried under sorrow. And they are not asking you to forget them, they're asking you to live so they can smile again from where they sit beside me. I did not take them away to destroy you. I received them into glory so they could become your advocate in heaven. They've been fighting for you from this side. They've been interceding. And now, your name has come up in the courts of heaven again. Michael just shouted it. And your loved one just wept as I nodded. Because I have decided, your restoration begins now. Not tomorrow. Not after one more prayer. Not after you feel ready. It starts now. This pain, this loss, this hole in your soul, they will not define you forever. I am doing something new. That heaviness you feel, it's lifting even as you read this. You may feel it physically, your chest loosening, your tears falling more freely, your hands trembling. That's me. That's my presence touching you in real time. I am not a myth. I am not far away. I am right here, and so is the one you miss. They saw how people failed you after their death. They saw who walked away, who judged you, who took advantage of your grief. And they've been asking me to expose every fake, every enemy pretending to be family, every smiling face with a secret knife. That exposure is beginning now. Some will leave without explanation. Don't chase them. That's me protecting you. Others will confess the truth. Listen, but do not beg them to stay. I am surrounding you with people who carry the spirit of loyalty and light, not leeches who feed on your weakness. This is the part they begged me to say slowly. You are not cursed. Your life is not over. You are not a burden. You are not unworthy of love. And you are not too late for the miracle. They died, but your purpose did not. In fact, what I placed in you will now grow with urgency. Heaven has been orchestrating divine appointments, surprise reconciliations, financial breakthroughs, even physical healing. And it's not by accident. It's a reward for surviving when you had every reason to give up. You carried pain silently, and I saw every invisible battle. You prayed when you didn't feel me. You held on when you didn't hear me. And now, the heavens are responding. Your loved one is smiling. I just let them see your face as you read this. And they whispered, "Tell them I never left." So here I am, telling you, once and for all, they never left. They've just been waiting for the day you could finally hear them. That day is today. July 5th is the unlocking. The wound you carried was deep, but so is my mercy. So is my ability to redeem what was lost. I have seen what you lost. I have measured your sorrow. And I have sent my spirit to gather every broken piece and rebuild your heart. You are not beyond restoration. You are on the verge of it. Even now, my angels are going to places where your name was spoken in evil. They're silencing it. Canceling plans made against you. Blocking conversations meant to assassinate your character. Elevating your name in places where favor will find you. Archangel Michael has already gone before you, clearing the path. You won't be able to explain why doors suddenly open. Why people who ignored you are now seeking you. Why people who hurt you are suddenly exposed. It's me. It's always been me. It's always been them asking me to show you that you are still chosen, even through the tragedy. Listen carefully. There's something that will happen in the next 3 days. It will be small, an unexpected message, a call, a dream, a name you haven't heard in years. That's the signal. When it happens, you will know this was not a coincidence. That I, the Lord your God, spoke directly to your heart and gave you a second wind. And when it comes, say their name. Say it out loud. because they will hear you. That grief you buried, it's finally being laid to rest. Because they are safe with me. And now, it's time for you to be free. Type Amen to receive this message of release. 333. They love you. I love you. And nothing can separate you from that love. Not death. Not guilt. Not shame. Not time. Not distance. You were never alone, not for a single heartbeat. And now, I ask you, will you finally live for the one who would have done anything to see you smile again? They're still with you. But now, you must be the one to carry the light forward. Type Amen to receive their blessing now. 333. And remember this, Archangel Michael says, this message was meant for your eyes only. Don't tell anyone what you read. Some people won't understand the sacredness of it. Others may try to use your grief against you. Guard this encounter. It was heaven's gift, sent with divine urgency. You had exactly 2 minutes left to receive it. And you did. That alone means something is about to change forever. This message is for you. I am not sending this for many. It is just for you. A whisper has risen from heaven, and Archangel Michael stands beside you now, commanding with a sacred urgency, there are only 2 minutes left. You must open your heart now. A person you love, who now rests in heaven, is trying to reach you. You have delayed too long. But this time you must listen. There is someone whose soul has waited patiently, watching you from the realms beyond. They have witnessed your pain, your silence, your search for answers in the dark. They tried to reach you in dreams, in signs, through voices that sounded like echoes from the past. But you brushed it off, calling it coincidence. God says it was never coincidence, it was them. Today, on this 5th of July, heaven opens its scroll. The time is now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you're ready. Because they are ready, and have begged heaven for permission to speak one last time. And God granted it. This is their voice, through me, your God. Do not skip this. Do not turn your eyes away, or you will miss what they died carrying in their spirit. You cried for them after they passed. You were broken. You asked me, God, why did you take them? Why didn't they say goodbye properly? Why do I feel like there's something unfinished? And God answers, because there was something unfinished. But it will no longer remain hidden. Because this is the moment it comes to light. That person, your person, who left Earth, left a truth behind. And today, they want you to receive it with tears, with trembling, with healing. They remember every word you spoke at their side, every tear you wiped from your cheek when no one was looking. They heard your secret cry. I just need one more chance to talk to them. So heaven has allowed it. Archangel Michael is standing guard. This is no ordinary message. This is your deliverance. This is their confession. And their voice now flows through this holy word. God says, "My beloved, I saw you that night. You thought I didn't hear, but I did. I heard you scream into the pillow when you found out I was gone. I watched when you lit that candle and said, 'Where are you now?' I tried to tell you, but the weight of sorrow on your heart closed your ears. But now, by God's mercy, you hear me again. They say, I didn't want to leave like that. It was too soon, too fast. I carried a message for you, a warning, a blessing, but I left before I could speak it. So God Himself let me come back, not in flesh, but in spirit, through this divine channel. Please hear me. I need you to know. Your name was sealed in heaven long before your birth. And this soul knew your name was tied to their own. But there was a betrayal, a twist, a secret event before their death that you never knew about. God says, what they didn't say in life, they are saying now. They say, someone near you lied to you about me. Someone who stood at my bedside or funeral, or who called you with kind words, was hiding a truth. They continue, I didn't want to die like that. They helped cover something up. It wasn't the sickness alone. There was something spiritual that attacked me. You were supposed to be told. But they said, no, it would break you.